Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
Good morning.
That's
How are
a
you?
really, really smart-looking suit.
Smart looking. Well, thank you.
Really?
I appreciate that.
Really well put together.
Yeah.
You look like you have a really good handle about you, right?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like to think so. I like to think I have my head on my head.
I like that. Come with, follow me. I'm going to show you a few things.
Well, I'm really in a rush. You know, I'm actually on my lunch break. I gotta get back to work.
I understand that there's never enough hours in the day. I'm petitioning the government to add a few more just for me. But
Oh.
trust me, if you take a little bit longer than a few minutes with me, it's only you that you have to blame. Okay?
It's only me? Okay.
Yep. Take a
Okay.
seat, please.
Well, I don't want to blame myself or anything, so.
All right.
What is this about?
Well, how long have you been a member of the Federal Credit Union here?
Oh, I've been a member for about 5 years.
Great, great. We love our loyal members, which is why we
I
have a
love
lot.
the credit union.
I know. It's wonderful. But this is why your credit union provides you with benefits for being such a loyal member. So let me ask you a few questions about yourself. Are you married? Do you have kids?
No, not married, but I do have one kid.
Okay. How old?
Just about 3 years old.
Oh, that's such a fun age.
Yeah, he's a handful.
Oh. So what do you do?
I'm a maintenance worker, actually,
Okay, maintenance worker for what
for
company?
AT&T.
Okay. That's a great business actually. It's my phone carrier.
Yeah, it pays the bills, I guess. You know, it's something to do.
All right. Well, what I'm going to show you today are a few things that might help you with that. Do you have any sort of benefits through AT&T? Are they protecting you and your family?
Benefits like what?
Like life, like any sort of life insurance?
Oh,
any
insurance,
sort of supplements
insurance. Oh,
to it,
okay.
possibly?
Yeah, I think something comes out of my paycheck.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's wonderful. That's
yeah.
wonderful. Do you know how much? Do you know how much they have you insured for? Or?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It was in the HR stuff that we did when we
There's a
first
lot
did
of
it.
papers.
Yeah,
I know it gets a little
I
confusing.
couldn't tell you.
Well, usually what happens with companies is what they provide is a term insurance. And the difference between what they provide and what we provide is term versus whole life. It's kind of the equivalent of renting a house versus owning a house. With what they're providing you, you're renting your insurance. When you leave there, it's not going to follow you. What we're offering you today, though, is something that you will be locked into, something you will have for the rest of your life. You have ownership of this. And the price of it never goes up. And because you're a member of the credit union, we offer some really great rates, just
Okay.
because we appreciate you so much.
Well, this sounds great, but like I said, I really do have to get back to work. Is
That's
this something
fine.
that I can maybe take with me and look over?
No, it's going to take just a minute. Let me just get your birthday, please.
Sure. It's January
Okay.
26, 1989.
Okay. And have you smoked one or two more e-cigarettes or cigarettes in the last year?
No, I don't smoke.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that. All right. Now, here's some quotes. Now, how much an hour are you making right now?
I make about $12 an hour.
Wonderful. Wow, they pay you really well. That's nice.
$12 an hour?
Well, that's nicer than what I've heard for other maintenance
Yeah.
workers, so you must be a really good one.
I guess it's okay. I guess yeah.
Okay. So here's $12, and you see what this gets you? $12 a week will get you a face amount of $68,120. You bump that up a little bit more to $12.33, you get $70,000. That could actually be bumped all the way up to almost $75,000 if you add just $1 more.
Is that a good amount? I mean,
Well, you have one. What is it? A daughter or a son? You said?
it's a son.
Okay. Do you mind if I just take a little notes just so I can get to know you and make sure
Sure.
these won't go anywhere? Trust me, they're just for my personal.
Yeah, I understand.
And you said your son is 3. Well, do you have plans for him? College, high school?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I never went to college myself, so I would like for him to go to college. You know, that's what I'm saving for, so I want to make sure that he's doing that.
Well, a lot of this would take care of him in the event. You know, we never like to think about it. It's a very sensitive subject upon our passing. This would actually take care of him, along with any sort of expenses or anything else that you might incur. And he'd actually be able to, you know, be set up a little bit. He'd be able to remember you and thank you.
Okay. How much would this cost again?
$13 a week, so that would come to about, let me do math. Math was never my subject. I was an English major. About $42 a month.
Okay.
All right. So how about I get you started here?
Sure.
What's your first name?
It's Fred.
Fred. Frederick or just Fred?
Fred.
Okay. And your last name?
Smith.
Smith. Okay. And January 26th?
1989.
Okay. And what is your social?
It's 049 72 680.
And what's your address?
It's 7575 West Street,
Okay.
and that's Philly.
Okay, I kind of know that area a little bit.
It's actually right down the street from the credit union, so it's the same zip.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, Always trying to move into Philly. I've been in the
That's why I
suburbs
go
for too
here all
long.
the time. 'Cause it's so close, I can just walk down the street.
It is very convenient when you're in the city. That's why I keep trying to get my boyfriend to move with me. And what is your cell phone?
It's 203-343-3362.
And you have a work phone?
Yeah, I do actually. It's 203-860-1982.
Okay. And just in case anything ever happens with your policy, I'm gonna have a text message sent to your cell phone. Is that all right? That way, if you need to.
No, I'd rather actually not have it texted to me. That's
Okay, well, it's just for your convenience, really. That way you have an immediate response and you can make sure that you get it nipped in the bud. That way you don't have to ever worry about it lapsing or terminating.
Okay.
We're not gonna, trust me, we're not gonna text
No,
you late
alright,
at
that's
night or
understandable.
anything.
Thank you for explaining.
All right. And what is your email?
It's fsmith179@gmail.
All right, and for the past 90 days, have you been continuously employed by your current employer for at least 17 and a half hours or more per week for pay?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I work 40-hour week.
And AT&T. And what is your exact position's name?
It's maintenance.
Okay. All right. And do they pay, how often do they pay you?
Bi-weekly. Today's actually our payday.
Oh, okay,
That's,
okay.
yeah, I was actually just coming
No
in
wonder
here
you're
to
in such
cash, yeah, I was just cashing the check.
Wonderful. It is always the best.
Today is the best. Well, it all goes, but I mean, it's good in theory.
All right. Okay. And once again, just for compliance sake, past 12 months, have you smoked one or more e-cigarettes?
No.
All right. And are you an active duty service member of the Armed Force of the United States, or are you a spouse or dependent one?
Nope.
That's right, you're not married. Lucky you.
Recently divorced, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Oh,
that.
that's okay. No,
Amicable?
oh, no, well, it's better off this way.
All right. What happens will happen.
Yeah.
Now, who is it that you love the most in the world? Do you have a legal guardian of your son that you would like to name, or?
Well, I mean, I love my son the most in the world.
Of course.
So that's who I love the most. But who do I love besides that? I would have to pick probably my mom.
Your mom? All right.
Yeah.
And what is her name?
It's Kimberly.
Kimberly. Kimberly?
Yep.
Great. And same last name?
Same last name.
All right. All right. Apologize for this. The computer has glitches every once in a while. I hope you don't mind. Here we go. Now, we were looking at $13 in coverage. And that would give you $73,937.
And is that like that's a pretty good amount?
Yeah, that's an excellent amount. That would definitely protect your son, your family, if anything ever happened. And like I said, it would also provide for any other expenses that you might incur, such as final
It
ones.
seems a little, the bills are kind of tight right now, you know, especially
I
being
can
a single
understand that
parent.
after a divorce.
Being a single parent and I don't make enough to really, I live paycheck to paycheck, so maybe something a little bit less.
Okay, let's look at, how about $10?
Okay,
Does that
yeah,
sound
that
more
sounds a
reasonable?
little bit more reasonable, yeah.
All right. Well, that would get you $56,487. So you'd still be in a really good place with that.
I like that better.
Okay, wonderful. And we have some wonderful living benefits. They're all no cost, just because we like you so much for being a member. Would you like me to add those to your policy?
Sure.
Great. Okay. And we also have a benefit, it's a children's term rider. For just $1.20 per week, you can insure your son for $10,000.
Okay. Yeah, just $1.20 a week?
Mm-hmm.
That
It's an
sounds like a
additional
pretty good-
$10,000 for him, so
That
it's,
sounds like a pretty good deal.
it is, it's wonderful. And lastly, we actually have a conditional insurance rider. What happens with that is that any time that you put in, after your first year anniversary, what happens is the policy will add $4 more to your premium payments. And what that's going to do, though, it's going to increase your face amount. I'll show you what that will look like right here. Now, on your first anniversary, the additional death benefit amount would be $20,607.
Okay.
And then the next year, if you add another $4 to it, it would increase it to another $19,694. I mean, for $4 extra a week, you really can't beat it.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, and if I didn't want it, would I be able to,
Yes, unless you call and let us know, it will be automatically added, but you'd have to make sure that you let us know before your first anniversary date.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that sounds,
And you should get a notification too beforehand.
okay,
Okay. And let me just get your son's name before we go.
sure, it's, Derek,
CK or UK?
EK, like Derek Jeter.
Wonderful hitter. And what is his date of birth?
It's, January 19th, and it's 2012.
Oh, it's so close to your birthday, that must have been so
Yeah,
nice.
it was, yeah.
And what is his middle initial?
Jet.
Jack. Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Oh, very nice. All right. And I just have to ask you a few questions now. Have you missed more than 3 consecutive work days during the last 90 days due to heart disorder, kidney disorder, lung disorder, cancer, stroke, or diabetes?
No.
Good. And have you ever been diagnosed by a member of the medical profession as having acquired immune deficiency syndrome or tested positive for human immunodeficiency virus? And in the, good, wonderful, you're healthy. In the last 5 years, have you used heroin, cocaine, including crack, LSD, PCP, or any other controlled substance not prescribed by a physician?
No.
I never
No.
understand why people get into that.
Yeah,
There
I-
doesn't seem to be any
That
proof
seems like a
of it,
silly
but
question to me.
I know, we have to ask, I'm sorry.
I understand.
But do you have any existing life insurance policies or annuity contracts enforced with any insurer?
I'll do my job, do my job.
Okay. And will the insurance being applied for replace or change the life insurance or annuities in the company?
No, do you think that I should replace it?
No, I don't think so. I think you should definitely, it's always great to have, insurance. And, you have it through your job, and like I said before, once you leave your job, you'll still have this.
Okay.
So I would definitely keep it if I were
Okay.
you. And have you been hospitalized in the last 90 days?
No.
Good. And are you covered by Medicaid?
Nope.
And do you have enforced or pending approval of any life insurance policy or certificate providing accelerated benefits for chronic illness or qualified long-term care services, any other long-term care insurance, nursing home insurance only, home care insurance only, nursing home and home care insurance policies, or coverage provided under any state partnership for the long-term care program? Bit of a mouthful there.
Yeah, impressive.
Do you intend to replace any such coverage presently in force?
No, I don't have anything to replace.
Okay. And other than for normal childbirth, this doesn't really apply to you, but in the last 24 months, have you been an inpatient in a hospital or a patient or resident, nursing, psychiatric, drug or alcohol, or rehab facility?
No.
Okay. And do you require assistance or supervision or use any type of medical equipment to perform any activity of daily living, such as bathing, continence, dressing, eating, toileting, or transferring?
No. Pretty healthy guy.
You sound it, you look it. So
Thank
I
you.
just got to get through this last one. Have you ever been diagnosed, treated, tested positive for, or been given medical advice by a member of the medical profession for any brain or nervous system disorder, muscular dystrophy, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease?
No.
Almost got through that without
That was,
stuttering.
yeah, those were some big
Almost.
words.
I'm still working on it.
Those are some big words.
All right, so here's what your policy will look like. Now, since you're paid bi-weekly, there will be a bi-weekly deduction of $22.40 from your account. And the specified amount there, as we said earlier, is $56,487. And this shows you what it'll be the next year when they add the additional death benefit and the second year. So you almost have $100,000 of insurance that you'll get in 2 years.
Great.
All for the reasonable price of $38.40 on the second year, but let's see, you got a lot of bang for your buck there.
Yeah.
We just write this down for you, that way, you have all the information you need then.
And so how do I pay for this?
This, actually, we have a great program in place to make sure that it's as convenient for you as possible and as convenient for us as possible. Now, you are a member of the union here. Do you also have a debit card, though?
No, I don't have one on me, I don't think.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Do you have a checking or savings account here?
Yeah, I have a check, all my direct deposits here.
Wonderful. So shall I leave your checking account then?
Sure.
Okay, great. And what is, you said today's your
Today
payday?
was my payday, actually.
And it is
yeah.
the 15th, thank God it's Friday.
God, it's Friday, yeah.
So as I said, that'll take it out of your checking account bi-weekly. Alright. Just in case there's ever any sort of lapse or termination, would you like to designate somebody to let, to get a notification about it, just in case you missed the?
No, I think I'll be solely responsible.
Okay, great. Alright.
Okay, good job.
All right, George.